Behind me is the vintage Jean-Paul Gaultier collection. And guess what? They're going to be on auction on the ManhattanVintage.com website on Tuesday. So if you guys want to buy any of these gorgeous exclusive pieces, you know where to go on Tuesday. Brandon and Colin, how are you guys?
Well, how are you?
Good?
Good, yeah.
So I'm wearing one of your jackets. It says Oops. Tell me a bit about this jacket.
So fun. It's Moschino, and he was really well known in the 80s and 90s for kind of fun fashion that kind of made fun of itself and take itself too seriously.
We collect a lot of different stuff, but anything that's unique, a little kooky.
This one I think is particularly relevant for now. It says nature, future, and it's just crazy that in the early 90s, you know, designers were thinking about global warming and things happening that are very relevant to us now, especially. So I'd say, yeah, maybe this is my favorite.
I love this piece that's on you right now.
Thank you.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so we've been collecting 90s Helmut Lang, and I guess he was known for like suiting and minimalist, but also utilitarian designs. So it's really a blazer that you can kind of wear as a backpack. So you're like, you know, in the office, you know, at the beginning of the day.
Oh, nice.
You know, and then you want to hit the club later in the evening.
Thank you, guys. So, tell us about your stall.
Well, here we are. We're Spark Pretty, and we've got a ton of overflowing 80s, 90s, outrageous, over-the-top rock and roll wear for you.
90s is our kind of our sweet spot, so we have a lot of cool like patchwork denim, a lot of like painted jeans,
Blinged out,
Yeah.
everything bling.
So tell me some of the designers you're showcasing here today.
Well, we've got Tony Alamo, lots of sparkle. He's from the 80s, hand-painted, one-of-a-kind pieces. Yeah.
And so girls, how do you source all of these amazing, wonderful clothes?
all over the country, all year round. We're traveling, estate sales, going all over, clear out, stuff like that. So wherever we find stuff, you know.
And I love what you girls are wearing. Tell me about these sweaters.
Well, we're just clowning around, and actually this is from one of our road trips. We were out in New Jersey and we got to clear out the estate of the designer, and her name was Bonnie Bower. So these are straight out of her showroom, and that was one of the perks of always hitting the road and kind of digging through stuff. Yeah, really, we do a little bit of everything with definitely a big focus on wearable vintage, doing on-trend finds, classic vintage, and unusual, rare, and fragile, beautiful pieces. So
where do you normally tend to source all your clothing?
a lot of our stuff comes from estates and private calls, and then we travel. We'll be in LA next week traveling for our spring merchandise. So
I've seen some really nice silks here as well, kimonos.
Yeah.
Tell me about those.
We have a couple here at the front. Well, kimonos are definitely a big trend right now, and we can't really keep them in stock. They're constantly in and out. I mean, it's a great style. So we have some gorgeous kimonos here at the front. This is a 1920s kimono, and we actually have this gorgeous peacock kimono.
And so where did you find these specific pieces?
They come from, everything comes from different places. Actually, this one I got in LA, but this one came from Donna Karan's archive. We recently acquired a very large collection from an archive that she was closing, which was her inspiration archive, which a lot of fashion designers do. And a lot of designers come to the show for that reason. Not only are people coming here to wear vintage, they're also coming here for inspiration for their collections. So
Tell me about this coat that I'm obsessed with.
this coat is actually 1950s, which is, and you can see it like it could be, you could have gotten it out of Barney's today, which is another really wonderful thing about vintage. I think a lot of it just stands. So that's not something I do very often, but
It's so comfortable. I love it. Thank you, Mika.
Thank